From Zakham to Shifa, laziness or lost. Assalamu alaikum, beautiful souls, and welcome back to From Zakham to Shifa, our sanctuary where hearts find healing, where judgment melts into understanding, and where the heaviest burdens become pathways to profound grace. I am your sister on this journey, and today I want to wrap my arms around a topic that might still be sitting heavy on your chest right now. Maybe you clicked on this episode because the title made something inside you whisper, "Yes, that's me." If you've pressed play today, maybe it's because the word laziness has been thrown at you like stones. Maybe you've been throwing it at yourself. But before we dive deep, let me tell you something. This isn't going to be a lecture. This isn't going to add to your guilt. This is going to be a gentle untangling of knots that have been tied too tight for too long. This is a stop on our road from Zakham to Shifa, from the wound of self-judgment to the healing of self-compassion. The weight of a word. I used to flinch when I heard that word, lazy. It would hit my ears like a slap, whether it was directed at me or someone else. Because people throw it around like it explains everything, like it's the final verdict on a person's character. Oh, you didn't finish your tasks? Lazy. Didn't return that call? Lazy. Still in bed, it's 10 a.m. Lazy. But dear audience, what about when you lie awake at night wishing you had the energy, when deep down you're frustrated with yourself thinking, "Ya Allah, why can't I just do those things?" What about when your heart wants to move, but your body feels like it's carrying the weight of mountains? That's not laziness. That's being stuck. That's being lost. That's sometimes depression, anxiety, burnout, grief, or any number of struggles that you don't have visible symptoms of. In Surah An-Shirah, Allah tells us, فَإِنَّ مَعَ الْعُسْرِ يُسْرًا. Indeed, with hardship comes ease. Notice it doesn't say after hardship comes ease. It says with, meaning even in our most difficult moment, ease exists alongside the struggle. Sometimes what looks like laziness to the outside world is actually a soul in the process of healing. Sometimes it's a heart that's been carrying too much for too long. Sometimes it's a mind that needs rest, not judgment. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, experienced many moments of deep contemplation, periods of withdrawal to the cave of Hira. Was he being lazy? Or was he doing necessary work that would later change the world? The fog I walked through. Let me share something with you that I've never spoken about publicly before. There were days, weeks even, where I would sit staring at my to-do list like it was written in a foreign language. Or worse, I would avoid making one altogether because seeing all the things I wasn't doing made shame burn in my chest like acid. I remember one particular morning I had set my alarm for Fajr and I woke up, but I couldn't move. Not because I was physically unable, but because everything felt impossibly heavy. Like I was trying to swim through fog, trying to breathe underwater. And it wasn't because I didn't care. Wallahi, I cared so much it hurt. I cared about my responsibilities, my relationships, my deen, my dreams. But caring felt like carrying stones in pockets while trying to climb a mountain. I used to make dua, "Ya Allah, give me strength. Ya Allah, help me be better. Why am I like this?" And sometimes I'd cry right after saying it because I wanted so desperately to be that productive, motivated version of myself that everyone seemed to expect it. But here's what I learned in those dark months. Allah wasn't disappointed in me for struggling. In Surah Al-Baqarah, He promises, La yukallifullahu nafsan illa wus'aha. Allah does not burden a soul beyond that it can bear. My struggle wasn't a sign of my weakness. It was proof of my humanity. And being human means sometimes we get tired, not just in our bodies, but in our hearts, our minds, our souls. The companions of the Prophet, peace be upon him, also faced moments of spiritual and emotional difficulty. Abu Bakr, may Allah be pleased with him, once said to the Prophet, I wish I were a tree that could have been cut down and eaten. Even the strongest believers have moments where life feels overwhelming. The turning point. Here's what began to shift everything for me and what might help you too. First, I stopped calling myself lazy. That label is like putting a band-aid on a broken bone. It covers nothing and heals even less. Instead, I started asking, what's underneath this? What is my soul trying to tell me? Is it sadness that hasn't been properly grieved? Is it burnout from trying to be everything to everyone? Or is it anxiety about the future? Is it the weight of the big life transition that I'm still trying to recover from? Or is it a chemical imbalance that needs medical attention? Because here is the truth that took me a very long time to learn. If you're noticing a consistent lack of motivation, no interest in things you used to love, changes in your sleep or appetite, or just cloud that won't lift, please talk to a doctor or a counselor. Mental health is health, period. Yes, prayer brings peace to the heart. Yes, zikr can transform our internal landscape. But there is no shame, none, in reaching out for professional help. In fact, it's faith in action, in trusting that Allah has placed healing in the hands of those He has given knowledge to help us. Small steps, sacred steps. Recovery isn't a straight line, my dear audience. Some days you'll feel like you can conquer the world. Other days, getting out of bed will be a greatest victory. Both are valid. Both are progress. Start small. Maybe today it's just making wudu. Maybe it's just saying Bismillah before you eat. Maybe it's just sending one text message you have been avoiding. Consistency over intensity. Progress over perfection. Healing over hurrying. And remember, your struggles are seen. Trying to get up when everything in you wants to stay down, or even fighting battles that no one else can see. Remember, He sees, and He is proud of you for not giving up. So if you're here listening and you've been feeling stuck, lost, or labeled, just know this. You're not lazy. You're not broken. You're not a burden, and you are not alone. You're walking a hard road with courage that others can't see. You've made it all the way to today, to this moment, to this breath. That says everything about your strength, even if you don't feel it right now. Let me ask you a question. When you are struggling to get motivated, what does your inner voice tell you? Is it the voice of compassion asking, what do you need right now? Or is it the voice of criticism asking, why aren't you doing more? And what would it sound like if Allah talked to you the way He talks to His beloved servants? From Zakhm to Shifa, It's not a sprint, beloved. It's a journey of 1,000 small steps, each one sacred, each one bringing you closer to the healing Allah has written for you. May Allah ease your burden, heal your heart, and show you the beauty of your own resilience. Barakallahu fi and Assalamu alaikum.